Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we prepared for saving our friends in Castrum Sentry, and today we're going to go and just get it. Match their armor, so the others took it inside. Go in and join them. No. Yes, I will. I think I will. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanisms are faulty. You needn't worry though, Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. It is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you mind them to visit the privy. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machinus servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty, which has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here, Mordor. But all is not lost, which thinks he may have identified an alternate solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Why is there a random bug in my on my keyboard? Get out of here. There we go. Sorry. Had to remove some pests. No. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead's maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, you would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution: to substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmith skills. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, it typically costs something in the order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. You son of a... They just keep making me do all the work. And now they want me to pay for them too? Whatever. Hello, Serendipity. Hello there. Come to collect the Mammoth Heart, you say? And you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Elfenot's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would come to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Elfenot has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But there is the Mammoth Heart. But here is the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Since when is Elfenot my master? I ain't no servant. Burp. I be burping. Want to go in? Hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Do you have the Mammoth Hearts? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Elfenot. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or, no. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Lynn, would you care to do the honors? Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals over yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Alright. Here we are. In our Magitech suit. And then we need to go all the way up here. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and sprint north as quick as you can. Please don't attack me, you stupid frogs. Next turn's absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back then. Another frog. He might attack me. Should be quite annoying. Okay. This is such an annoying place. I think everybody can agree that Mor Dhona is an annoying place to navigate. There we go. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different from how to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores only serve to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors feelings. Maybe she just needs to. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. / welcome. Click. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What are you expecting it to do anyway? Polish a courtesy? Or courtesy, whatever. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Guardian technology. Wait, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the Stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter, if you can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hell, Lynn. Protect the armor at all costs. Time to do my job as a tank. Alright. What is wrong with you? Get over here, you son of a bitch. There we go, more damage. They also stunned me. Like a bunch of assholes. What is this? Touch of this! Reminds me of Octopath Traveler. Oh, touch of death. That's what old Beric used to say, I think, when you poison with him. Or was it? I think it might have been like a dagger thing or whatever. What? Doesn't matter. I like how it doesn't center, or she doesn't center on my character because my character's so small. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace her with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Chasm Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Kind of interesting how they like painted the frickin' like half of the Ironworks symbol on the side of that Magitech suit that we're going to use to infiltrate the frickin'. Yeah, this is one thing that doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. Right. Servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all that it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a Mammoth Heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we'd like to get. Man speed of Mordona has increased! Finally. Finally! I'll go your preparations, Lynn. We leave as soon as you're ready. Glomont, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. This at least I can do for the fine men and women who are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to you? Earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, it is hardly a novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too. Pretty little thing. She was. Gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Ala Mhigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around the gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt off of the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, didn't put up a fight, and the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. Towards some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get my revenge. I'd get revenge on the Empire, and became an adventurer, so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades of have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Clement. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? At any rate, after you've got your friend back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Empire over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But someone tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned. And you are sure it will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hands, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm feared I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rhalgr give you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge and I will lie in wait east of Chasm Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Okay. Achriel. Let us leave the workshop and go to Chasm Sentry. I'll equip my armor once I get to the place. But now we have increased movement speed. Or mount speed. So I'll be wasting less time running back. We're so mad about you. Mad about you. That is the one reference about that, I think. It's supposed to be the reference Mad About You. So many good songs. I love it. Right. Let's go into my armory chest and equip these ugly freaking Imperial robes. Yeah, let's get a move on. Let's get a move on. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial Black and Crimson. Definitely your colors. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Nobody will suspect a random aura, which isn't even in this game yet. Let's review the infiltration plan. Chasm Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphinaud and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the Stronghold, posing as the patrol during returning from duty. You know who's also returning from duty? Me, because I'm gonna eat. BRB. Alright, I have returned. Should Alphinaud and I prove less distracting than I hoped, I will contact you via Link Pro. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Y'shtola left shortly before you arrived, and had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphinaud and I attracted too much attention. But the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial patrol should be returning any moment now. Best be off. Good luck, Lyn. May the 12 keep you.
spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the Icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Whimper, moan. I'd best get back to my beauties. My booties? My dude. Alright, I need to do Imperial Salute. Does the game remember that? Welcome, Imperial Salute. Oh, my apologies, I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too. At the Tribunus, I commanded you to arrange for prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? One of the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. / Imperial Salute. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Oshridens, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, Engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to combat Eorze's defeated heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Wow. Okay. That's an Imperial Guard. Just sleeping. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and, who am I fooling? I found it for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? This felt blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince a centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Fuck you. What expression does she make when she slaps? She actually smiles when she slaps. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business do you have there? At the Tribunus' behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Mount unavailable. Aww. Sage. Security is tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if you want to get past this bulkhead. Let me go and equip my good gear. Because we're about to do an instance. Yes. No. Manfilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Tatari, we must do something. Risk letting the entire caster know we're here. Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. Is it the third squadron? What is it? A Reaper? Seized. When? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left the trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Oh? What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Alright, bongo time. I love the bongo in the beginning of this freaking song. Let me go and do this. And that, no. The rope things. There are more pressing matters at hand. Time to get shot. Let's hope that I can do this before this dude over here is gonna do an overpower. There we go. Alright, time to get my tank stones going and fucking kill him. Meanwhile, Wedge is just like machine gunning everything. There's a Medicus. So anyway, I started blasting. Murdered. Lynn, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. Doho? Oh, more story. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions. How did you slip through our defenses or whatever? You don't expect it ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the custom walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. You're still just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would ever be seen dead on it. So, you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoings, Livia says. Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the dragoons! Confound it, Ida, with me! After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no. There they are, fan out and surround them. Fan out, surround them all. Don't let a single one escape. Must protect Tataru. Bex, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. Oh no, Lynn, hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba ba. Alright. Hello, friends! Time to do some damage. Walk. Yeah, this thing is invulnerable. I seem to remember there being... Aha! A field generator, which I need to destroy before your boy becomes hittable. Wow, Jesus, suddenly took a lot of freaking damage. Ooh. Aha, another field. Another field generator. There we go. So are both of them hittable now? No. Only one of them. So there's another field generator somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, there is a dude. Bonk. I was really hoping it one-shot you. But I'm not a DPS, so makes sense. There we go. Let's go and run back. And fucking kill him! No. You're a healer. Bonk. What in the hell's a new design? The Magitech Colossus. We're gonna see a lot of these things. Grand sword. Such a grand sword you have there, yes. Where the unknown foe? He's already dead. More like a colossal waste of iron. I love that line. It's one of my favorite lines from this entire encounter. that first person view.
Take the leader, kill the rest. What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Those are some satisfying punches.
Popolino, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
I wish cast times for Black Mage were that fast.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there. This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One,
2,
3.
4.
Not! Yes. This game is so good. I love it.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike. And now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius!
Look! There! Beside the Black Wolf! An Ascian! An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
Minfilia's voice acting is like on another level. Also, that shot from Ultima Weapon was really satisfying to look at.
that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the battle is far
The
from
item
over.
I requested.
And so long as we stand together, there shall
Wonderful.
ever be hope of victory.
I'm sorry to press, but we need it
The people of
urgently.
Eorzea falter for
How
want
soon
of
can it
such
be
hope.
delivered?
Let us provide it.
I am
Let
in
us
your
bear
debt,
to them the
my
tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to Grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Suddenly no voice acting. I'll stick the Black Wolf in his new toy. Ready all available forces. Once I'm ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slavstrin the order to sail, that is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we'd like to be. Need only give the word to row. Or Ryu, I think it is. Has there been no word from Isgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his bloody mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. This bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe you are all acquainted with the term of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. You must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon a decision of this council. Van Baelsar claims to wield the power just might primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we will share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Okay. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the Ultima weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, then, and help them make the right decision. Grim tidings, then. It seems that word of the Ultima weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answers, even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their peoples untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Lyn, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Off we go. Leave the landing area. And then I need to take the elevator and then go somewhere else. Right, Husting trip? Astrop? Yeah, Husting trip. Or is it Ruby Road Exchange? I don't think it's Ruby Road. Ruby Road is like all the way down. Yeah, boy. Because I run into the wall like a dangus. Because I'm too busy looking at my map. Because for some reason I don't know my way yet in this place. I do. I don't know. It's a habit to have my map opened up. Right. The Royal Promenade. There's a lot of cutscenes that happen in this place. Right. The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. I'm sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lady. Of course you may enter. Off we go. I think this is voice acted, so...
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12. Though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Oh. Excuse me.
Do not blame yourself, Raubahn. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens have become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
My god.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
Without a name. Nod.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the Primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Ralban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire. For the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
My God.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Ralban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the Waking Sands. We will send word anon.
We will pray return to the Waking Sands in the next episode. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of this one was playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we're gonna go and continue with the story. And that's all. Goodbye.